Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Now, okay, what I want to talk about is life. We're going to have entertainment too. Life 1 week after the shit hits the fan. Okay, now it's going to take probably about a week or so, and you're going to find out who are the takers and the givers. It's going to be real apparent by them. Now at a week, it's going to be the true colors of everybody will be showing up. Now, I want to try to cover as much as I can on this. If you were in a community that is prepared, such as my community, the community that I'm going to be in Oklahoma, we've got 3-man militias, a few of them now. Once the shit hit the fan, it's all going to be 3-man militias. Everyone will be in some kind of a 3-man militia. So in other words, you might have a 3-man militia for security. Okay, well, we got a big area, so 3 people aren't going to be able to take care of it. So there's going to be a whole lot of 3-man militias in security. The better ones, the ones that are more knowledgeable, and really the ones that were originally already studied and practiced security, those 3 would already be divided up. So you'll have 3 separate 3-man militias, and so each one of them will take on 2 more, and maybe 3 more or 4 more. So in other words, there might be 3, 4, or 5 people in a 3-man militia in security. And so, and as they learn and as they do their jobs, then those militias will split up and take newcomers and teach them. All this is going on in the first week. Okay, and so in other words, during this first week in our secured community, you will be doing things. Now, you may not like doing those particular jobs. That's okay, because that's the one thing we don't do in militias, and we don't do things we don't want to do. We have to count on each other, and if it's something that you can't do, you don't want to do, you're uncomfortable doing it, then we will find something that's more comfortable for you. But you will be doing something. If you're doing a job and you're not comfortable with it, like I say, you'll probably do it at least one day, and this way you'll have a more understanding about what other people are doing. And then, like I say, if you don't like it, the next day you will go to another assignment working with a different 3-man militia. And eventually you'll find stuff that you enjoy doing. And the idea of our community being set up the way it is, the number one reason we're doing this situation like community like this is we need to get some kind of order before we can have safety and security to our families. That's the first thing. Now, to get that, we need cooperation from everybody. And this is why we have jobs, all kinds of jobs that are going to need to be taken care of. And we need the smart people along with the people that aren't all that smart, and we need the strong people just like we need the people that aren't quite so strong. We need them all, and they're all going to be trying something. Now we're going to make the best out of a bad situation, and so the idea of our community being set up the way it is even though we're going through the shit hit the fan kind of situation, you will leave this area, our community, a better person than what you were when you came in. In other words, you will be expected to do just a little bit more than what you're capable of doing. And you're going to be learning stuff that you didn't realize you needed to learn. But we need all this needs to be done so we can get through this situation. With the community set up the way it is, in 1 week, like I say, you will understand the system. You'll be used to the system. That's going to be a tough one, is getting used to the system. And besides that, in 1 week is the time where your physical and your mental will be changing. In 1 week, you've had a change of diet, you've had a change of lifestyle, and your body is just now starting to get accustomed to it. You're gonna some people will be eating healthier than they have before they came. Some people won't be eating quite as healthy as they were when they came in, because we only have whatever food is we have available to us. And so you will have to go through some changes. Now these changes, some will have no problems going through the change, because it's probably going to be the first time they've had a structure of discipline and in their lives, and they're able to do things that, like I say, they're going to look at it as a challenge, and they'll be doing things that they've never done before. So these are things that are going to help them. And this is what we're expecting. We're expecting people to benefit from the situation that we found ourselves in, and we're going to be making new friends. We're going to be, like I say, learning all kinds of new things. And with the change of diet, like I say, that's going to cause problems. Also, after about the first week, we're going to have people dying. They're either going to die from natural causes, and that's because of the stress of the change might have been too much for them. We're going to be, like I say, this is the first time many of these people have been in combat, so there's going to be some screw ups. So we're going to lose some people on that, and it's going to cause a hardship on people, and that's going to, I mean, there's just going to be a lot of hard things going on. Now, the Chinese, the Communist Chinese, in 1949, when they took over China, what they did was they took everybody out of the cities and they put them all in work camps. And the reason they did that is, in general, the smart people don't have much physical abilities, so they would work them to death. They couldn't hardly handle it. And they want to get rid of the smart people, because the smart people will organize the dumb people. So they want to get rid of the smart people. And another thing was they wanted to get rid of the old people, because the old people can't get out and work the fields and all this kind of stuff. So then they would end up dying. They wanted them dead, because the old people are the ones that have morals, the ones that know right from wrong. And even myself, my morals are much, much stronger than they were 20 or 30 years ago. So I know what's right and wrong. I don't put up with that shit. When it's wrong, I don't put up with it. Old people, that's why a lot of old people turn into grumpy old people. And so this is the way they get rid of the old people in the work camps. So now this, we don't want neither one of these things to happen. We don't want to get rid of the smart people. We need the smart people. But at the same time, the smart people just aren't going to be sitting around doing nothing. We still need sandbags filled. We need sentry duty. You're going to be losing a few nights' sleep. We've got all kinds of chores and things that need to be done. Holes need to be dug and all kinds of stuff. Now, the smart people will be doing them also. But we're not going to be doing it in the way of trying to work them to death. We're right back to the same thing, where we have to give them more of an overall aspect of what's going on in our area. And like I say, we're going to have like the camp manager. Okay, the camp manager will be a three-man militia team, and they're the ones that are coordinating all this. It's high stress. They got to do all the thinking and all this kind of stuff. So then what's going to happen, they're going to be smart people, but at the same time, they can't keep that stress up. So in other words, they will be out, and they'll be out digging, they'll be out doing all the other kind of stuff that everybody else is doing, you know, laundry and in the help cooking and moving people and stuff like that. They'll be doing all this same stuff too, because if they're going to be a camp manager, if they're going to be the ones that are going to try to tell people what needs to be done and all this kind of stuff, and if they've never done it, that's going to make them kind of a poor leader. So I'm not saying they have to do it a long time, but they have to understand when they have somebody do something, they have to know what it is that these people are doing. And so just saying, at the same time, the people that are digging the holes and stuff like that, they will have their turn as camp manager. Now, they might not be the number one. They might be, you know, part of the group of the camp managers. But they need to know that, because they need to understand there's a lot of responsibility that's being handled by other people. You are just taking that personal responsibility. So that's why everybody needs to share on all the work. And so, like I say, we don't want to get rid of the smart people. We don't want to get rid of the older people. We need their wisdom. We need their experience. And so, like I say, if they're physical capable, then they'll be doing more of the physical stuff. If they're less physical capable, well, then they'll be doing more of the babysitting, logistics, writing down everything, keeping everything in order. So there's going to be stuff for everyone to do. And like I say, the idea of this whole thing is not only we're going to survive. That's the first thing we're going to do, the first week. But after the first week is when it's going to kick in. We're going to thrive. We're going to improve. And you're going to see it each week after the first week. Because by then we start understanding the system that we're in. You can kind of look at it as kind of like a commune kind of thing. Big commune. Like, oh, hippie commune. But like I say, I don't know, hippies, I think just in the 60s, I think all they did is sat around and made love, smoke pot. We got other things to do besides make love and smoke pot. So, but we will be working together and taking care of each other.